going on YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Now, I'm actually going to film another tank today. It's in Kent. I think it's a 5 or 6 foot tank. So I'm just going to have some breakfast and leave in a minute. But I need to quickly feed the little female stingray. I've been feeding her 2 times a day at the moment, and you can see Big Dave as well, just by the glass there. Stay tuned, it should be quite a cool video. I don't actually know what stock the guy's got, but we'll soon find out. But it's about an hour's drive. I've got to go through Dartford Toll all the way down to there, and I think it's about 10 minutes from there. But anyway, let's hit the road and see what this guy's tank's like. Okay, so I just got to Lewis's house. Come and check out his 5 foot tank. He's got some amazing bits in here. That flagtail, man, it's huge. So mate, let's talk about your stock first of all. What have you got going on there? I see you've got a big Tiger Oscar in here. He's
big Oscar.
He's a massive fish, isn't he?
Pinktail Celsius.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
Got a Borneo Pythoneel in the corner.
I've never seen one before.
Yeah, neither have I. It's the only one I saw.
Yeah, they're quite rare, aren't they?
I think so, yeah.
It's a lovely fish, isn't it?
Yeah.
Does it come out a lot? You see it a lot?
It used to hand feed, but recently he's kind of... He goes through phases where he'll hand feed and then it will take like a couple of weeks where he just won't eat.
Yeah, yeah.
He'll come back again.
Well, they've all got personalities, haven't they?
Yeah. And then there's a giant bumblebee catfish under there.
Yeah, I see a tail.
Yeah, he's about 40 centimetres.
We probably won't get him out today, though, will we? You're not the lot.
I can move the log, but...
No, just...
And then you got the dwarf goonch.
Yeah, this is awesome fish, man.
Yeah.
It looks, from here, like if you didn't know that was a goonch, you'd think that's a plecker,
yeah,
wouldn't you?
Yeah.
It's cool, isn't it?
No, he's an awesome fish. And then you got the Liam shovel nose.
And they're they don't grow as big as like a normal sort of size catfish.
No,
either,
they max out about 2 foot, I think, but it depends on the species, because some of them max at about 30 centimetres. Yeah. But this is a true Lima, and they should get to 60 centimetres or so. Yeah,
it's a lovely fish. I've never really got into my catfish, but maybe in the future. I've seen quite a few tanks of all different types of catfish, and I've seen this guy here, man. Look at it.
No, he's awesome.
Really makes you want to get one.
And then you got the Synodontis decorus, but he's hiding out. He'll come out in a sec.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they're all sort of hiding on that wood at the moment. I just can't get over how big your flagtail is. It's a stunning specimen, isn't it?
I think he's about 13 inches.
Yeah. He's still got a bit going left in him as well, hasn't he? Yeah. And what do you feed these guys then?
Mussels, and then all of that.
All of this stuff here, yeah.
The absolute stuff. Some of the Pro F stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good old stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, just a mixture, really.
Yeah, that goonch is something special, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, I want him to grow a bit more, but he's getting there.
Yeah. Are they slow growers or are they quite fast growers?
He's grown quite quick, but he's slowed down now. But I think that might be... I don't feed every day, so...
Right.
That might be why.
And what will he sort of push to size-wise, like, later on?
I think 18 inches, but no one really knows about the dwarf goonch. Yeah. There's not a lot of information on him, so...
No. That's lovely, isn't it? Where did you get him from?
There's a shop over Bromley way. Don't know if you know Bromley, but
I don't, mate. No.
Just a little shop I found, just obviously off the road like they are.
Yeah.
They just had in. They had a Dorado catfish as well.
Did they?
About that big, which I was tempted by, but
yeah, they're
it was expensive, and they're meant to be proper sensitive when they're little as well. So yeah. I didn't want to spend the money.
Yeah, you want to buy them when they're a little bit bigger, don't you? Really? I know. Yeah, that's making me want to get one. That is.
He's awesome.
That. Because obviously you think of the goonch, you watch like River Monsters and stuff, and you think, oh man, that's
why I like him, because it's the same fish, just don't get nowhere near as big.
No, that's right.
That's if I got the right species, which I hope I have.
Yeah, well you find that soon, yeah. And what size is the tank then?
It's 150 by 60 by 65 wide.
Right. So what is that? 5 foot by 2 by 2.2, something like that, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 600 litres.
Yeah, it's a nice tank, man. It's a really nice sized tank. Well, it fits perfectly in your lounge here, doesn't it? And heater, you've got one heater at the back, is it? Is it an Eheim?
Yeah, Eheim 250 watt.
Right, and that's doing fine. Is that, or have you got another one?
No, it's only one. I had a 300 watt, but then I'd issued with it, so I traded them for 250.
Yeah.
And I know you should probably run 2, but I've never had an issue in 2 years, so.
Yeah, well, it's in your house, mate.
Yeah.
You know, your house will heat the tank, like, up to a certain standard, and the heat comes on when it needs to, doesn't it? He's a beautiful Oscar, man.
Yeah. No, I've had him about 4.5 years, got him at 1 inch.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just growing up to that.
Yeah, he's got some stunning markings on him.
Yeah.
You can't beat them really, can you? Because they get
you love them, but you hate them at the same time. That's you don't mess up your tank. But
yeah. They're a proper centrepiece though for the tank, aren't they? There you go. It comes to your Synodontis, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just see him sort of poking out. Now, obviously, I'm here in the morning, but your lights ain't normally on this time of day.
No, they come on at 3 o'clock in the evening until about 8, I think.
Yeah.
So the fish are a lot more active normally in the evenings, but yeah, there's a Sinnoh. Yeah,
he's cool, man. He's got a lovely tail on him.
Yeah, he's the biggest one I know of.
Yeah.
Because they're not meant to get that big, I don't think.
No. Well, you're doing something right then.
But they're very aggressive.
Are they?
Yeah.
What, so this line here or just in general?
He's nearly killed my Oscar a few times.
Really?
And he's killed a firemouth cichlid I used to have.
He's awesome, though. Check him out.
Because those pectoral fins, they're just, you can just see that bit of bone on them.
Yeah,
that's just
solid
a spine, and he don't give in to no one.
No. We can see the Oscar just showing him there, like, oh, it's my tank, innit? Get out of the way, but you're not going to mess with him, really. That's a lovely fish as well. What is this?
A pink-tailed Chelsea's.
Chelsea's.
That's the one fish in the tank which I'm potentially going to rehome.
Really?
I think he needs a bigger tank. He darts and he smacks into the whole tank.
Really?
He could do probably a 10-foot old line.
Yeah.
But
yeah, this Oscar's cool, man.
Yeah.
Right, and filtration. Lewis, what have you got going on there, mate?
2 of the JBL 1902s.
This is a big old canister, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's massive.
I don't think I've seen one in person. I've seen them obviously in, like, in a box.
They're on wheels as well, so you can just...
Oh, right, that's a good idea.
Just roll it out, yeah.
Yeah.
This one, got those little wheels down there. And
yeah, it's a really good idea, because I know it's like, obviously I've got the FX60 on my tank.
It just makes it a little bit easier during maintenance.
And you have to get in there and like get your hands in there, you know. Oh, you got 2 in here as well.
Another 1902 and a 902 in there.
Yeah.
Just because obviously my tank's got quite a heavy stock, so...
Nah, you've got plenty of filtration in this tank, mate, honestly. That's great.
I think it's like just over 4,000 litres an hour of filtration or something like that.
Yeah, it's perfect. Massive turnover, really. That's what you need, isn't it? Yeah, you can't be having a good turnover, mate.
I prefer a sump, but I think it'd go through the floor, so...
So what's underneath here? Is
it wooden beams.
Oh, right, okay,
so even the tank's probably pushing it, but...
Yeah. So you can't go any bigger now, then?
I'm trying to convince the parents to let me rip up the floor and I'll reinforce it and then have a big tank there.
Just screed it. Just rip the floor up and screed it. That's awesome tank, man. Let's do a side view of it as well. So this is what the tank looks like. So it's an ND Aquatics tank. What finish is this? What do they call this one then? The grey?
I actually can't remember.
Because there's so much different choice, isn't there?
Yeah, no, there is. That was the thing though. My mum had to choose the colour when I got the tank because obviously Sarah else. So
yeah. That's a lovely style. And what is this? What style is this called? Because I think mine are called Scandinavian. I think my ones are.
I think mine might be the same.
Yeah.
Just a different finish, obviously. Just a different, like a matte, but.
Yeah, you can't beat the build quality of the ND stuff, mate. It's great.
No, they're good. I only went to them because I saw your tanks, I think. So.
Oh right.
So you're a big 10-footer, and then obviously it looked pretty decent. So.
Yeah. Well. Years ago, I was obviously searching for tanks, and I thought, where can I get tanks from? And I was always going to a Maidenheads looking around. They had tanks there.
I think the Dual 450 and things like that, the biggest you can get.
Yeah,
I didn't realise they do customs like these.
And then I found ND Aquatics online. I sent them a message, and they built me a 6-foot tank. This was like going back 8 years ago. And it was like amazing. I was like, wow, I've just got this tank built, and like, my mates couldn't even believe it. You know, I thought, wow, look at the size of this tank. That was a 6-foot tank back then. And then I got the 10-foot tank built, and that was it, mate. It just spiraled from there, you know, more tanks all the time. But yeah, it's good with them because they can just build you whatever tank you want, whatever size, you know. Yeah, that is serious fish, man. It just looks like a cactus pleco.
Yeah, no, he's awesome. I'm not a big fan of plecos, so...
Yeah, I didn't see, have you got any in this tank at all? No.
I've got one bristle nose upstairs, which I've just had since the day I started keeping fish, but apart from that, I probably won't own anymore.
Well, the bristle nose is really good at cleaning up, but your tank looks spotless, mate. I don't think you need one in there, really, do you?
It's alright. It's just obviously big fish, messy fish, so...
I know.
But...
And it's silent, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll get a little bit
enough.
Yeah, I've got a little bit of drone off the FX60. It's like a fair bit louder than this. They're really quiet there, aren't they? No, very nice, mate. I see you've got a little better tank here. We might as well check this guy out.
Yeah, it's just my little nano. It's got a lot of tannins in, but
yeah, it's a cool little tank though. So it's just one better in there, is it?
Yeah, one better, and then there is a little catfish, but he won't come out, I don't think.
Yeah, the tannins make the water look really cool though, don't they?
Yeah, it's just a little blackwater tank really. Don't do water changes.
No.
Pretty much, like, once, I just top it up.
Yeah, top up, yeah, that's it. Well, you get a fair bit of evaporation, it probably comes down to about somewhere, doesn't it?
And then also got all the plants in there, so they kind of take care of the rest. So.
Yeah, well, they don't like a lot of flow anyway, really, do they? They're like stagnant sort of water, don't they? That's why they make the bubble nest in the world, don't they?
Yeah. No, he's a cool little fish.
I do love little tanks like this. They're nice on like a kitchen side or something like that, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know.
I prefer the monsters, but it's nice to have a little.
Yeah.
If nothing goes wrong with this tank, you just do a water change in.
That's right. Yeah.
Whereas with these, they're always fine and.
Yeah. Tiny little bit of feeding, job done, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ah, wicked, mate. Gotta love an Oscar.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd get another one if he ended up passing, but
yeah,
I love him.
And I think having one Oscar in a tank as well, like this sort of size tank, is good because I reckon if you had two in here, they would tear up all the time. Yeah,
he's quite a peaceful Oscar to be fair. I've been quite lucky. He's not really ever gone after any fish. Like obviously the little like nipping stuff here and there.
Yeah, that's just in their nature though. That's what they do, don't they?
Yeah, that's the only aggressive one in there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a reason to be though, isn't it? It's a big lump, isn't it? That's a lovely tank, mate. You should be proud of it.
Yeah, nice. It's alright. I'd like to go a bit bigger, but...
Yeah, but you can always go bigger in the future, can't you?
No, definitely. That's the aim.
Yeah, once you get your own place and stuff, you do what you like, can't you?
Yeah. So. They didn't eat yesterday, but obviously they eat in the evenings normally. So.
Yeah, they're sort of, it's like the morning now, they're not really awake, are they?
See if they come out. That lemur, once he smells it, should be everywhere.
Yeah.
The goonch don't eat this stuff, he only eats pellets.
Does he?
Yeah, which is weird, but it's quite handy for me.
Yeah, here comes the lemur now, look.
Yeah, he'll gobble them up, or he should do anyway.
Yeah, look, there we go. It's funny how they use their feelers, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, the eyesight's so bad, isn't it, with them? They're not sight feeders, are they?
No, he's a really cool fish though.
He is, he's
I got him
lovely,
with a guy recently, I think he was upgrading his tank and wanted to get rid of the big fish, just to start again with little ones. So I messaged him and picked him up.
Yeah, he's a stunning fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to grow one of them out really, looking at him.
They take a while to grow up, or I found they take a while to grow, but he said he only had him for about 2 years and he's that big now, so...
Yeah.
There's a little shop down the road that's got a few lemurs in at the moment.
What, small ones?
Yeah.
Oh, I might have to find it after this then.
Literally like a 30-second walk from here.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It should be open today. Trying to get that eel to come out, but I don't think he will today.
No. So what are you feeding? Just mussels, yeah?
Just mussels at the moment.
Yeah, you can't bring them. I use them all the time.
That's what I mainly feed. I do a lot of pellets as well, but everyone eats mussels most of the time. So
yeah.
It's just easy.
Do you feed any veg to the flagtail or anything like that?
No, nothing. You never have.
It's a unit, isn't it?
He just eats whatever's left, and obviously if I get algae in it, he grazes at that as well.
Yeah, well that's right. Well, the light makes algae for him, doesn't it?
Try and target feed every fish, it's going to cause more problems.
Yeah.
A lot of the time.
Well,
so it's good
waste,
for them to get the diet, but you end up overfeeding sometimes. And
yeah, I've always said food shouldn't be laying in your tank for 5 minutes. That's it. If it's still there in 5 minutes, you're overfeeding.
I only feed every other day, so if there is food laying over, it's not an issue because they don't get fed the next day, so they'll just and then one water change a week. That's about it.
Yeah, that's all you need, mate. Especially with the filtration you've got in this tank as well.
Yeah, when I had the Maru, I was cleaning a little bit more, but that's 'cause it's just a big old snakehead. Yeah,
so Lewis had a snakehead. What was it, last week, innit?
I had two. I had one before which got to 65 centimetres.
Yeah.
And I gave him away for free, which I shouldn't have done, but some guy messaged me and was like, yeah, I'll take him. So I gave it to him, and then I got another one to grow out, and then he broke his spine, I think, jumping, so he died last week.
Oh, it's the worst thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I might get another one, but I'll leave it for a little bit and just let these kind of sell.
Yeah, a bit of a freak accident, mate. It can happen to the best of us, you know. And what substrate are you using? What sand is this then?
It's just a proper, I don't even know what brand it is. It was just a fine sand from down the road really, the little fish shop. Yeah,
it's quite nice though, isn't it? It's how fine it is, isn't it?
It's a bit too fine, it's always in the filters.
Yeah.
So I'd like to get a slightly larger grain sand, but...
Well, I see you've got your outlets sort of higher up, so they're not going to sort of draw it in, are they, as much?
but sometimes he'll freak out and just kick it all up, and obviously you know what big fish are like, so.
Yeah. I've just recently got the JBL River Sand.
Is it good?
It's really good, mate, honestly.
Does it kick up and stuff?
Not at all, no. I've just put it in a 6-foot tank in my fish room, and it's a little bit grainier than this, but the stingrays absolutely love it.
Because that's what I was looking into.
Yeah, it's a really good sand.
Is it similar colour to this? Or?
A little bit lighter it is. So this has got a little bit of red. It might be a light actually.
I think it's the light.
Yeah, so it's a little bit lighter. But yes, probably the best sand I've ever used.
Yeah.
And I'm tempted to draw the stuff out of the 10-foot tank and put it in there as
really?
well. Yeah. Because it's showing the fish off completely different. Because obviously my sand in my big tank is dark.
Yeah.
So the clown loaches are very dark, you know. But if I change it to light sand, they will brighten up a bit.
Black background, light sand.
Yeah.
That's the best way. I think.
That's it.
I can try and feed that giant bumblebee if you want.
Yeah, go on then. See what happens.
I'll have to move this towel so the glare might be a bit.
Yeah, that's all right. The Oscars are always looking for food.
Yeah. He actually don't eat a crazy amount, but
no,
he likes his pellets.
I found with my Oscars, I used to feed them. They used to just eat so much. They go and sit at the bottom.
They spit a load out.
Spit a load out and then sit at the bottom for like half an hour.
Let's see if this bumblebee eats. Is he?
Yeah, something's happening.
I don't know if he's interested. I can lift up the log and I'll show you him. He's a cool fish.
He's probably got the ump because it's so early in the morning.
Let me just quickly get that. He's a cool fish, but he doesn't do anything.
No.
So he will just sit there and wait for food to come to him, but he's eaten a few fish.
Has he?
Before, yeah. He ate my old lemur.
Oh no.
He's eaten a couple of biashes.
Where did you get these from?
It's an Eheim one.
Right.
So,
I need to get one of them because obviously with the rays and stuff now.
No, it's a good thing to have. Just a hand feed and stuff.
Hmm.
So yeah, this is the.
Oh well, check him out. Yeah, look at him. He's mental, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just gone round the back with the eel.
There
he comes.
Obviously, they're all gonna freak out now.
Yeah, yeah.
That's him.
Yeah, he's wicked, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a big old fish.
I think they had them at Jaws Aquatics. I went to Jaws Aquatics the weekend and filmed a video.
Yeah.
They had them in there.
There's a couple of different species, and there's a Euphonis, which is the giant bumblebee, and then you've got the Mangurus, and I think that's a Mangurus, which is meant to get even bigger.
Really?
Yeah, because I bought him from a Maidenhead, and they didn't have him labelled up as anything.
Right.
So you can only really guess.
Yeah.
But it's a bit bigger than the Euphonis are meant to get, so.
Well, you find out soon, won't you, when you start feeding it and stuff.
Oh.
Goes the goonch.
There goes the goonch.
That's the thing with the cats, they're like tanks, aren't they?
No, they do.
You know, when they go, they really go.
Because they've got the best eyesight, they always freak each other out.
Yeah, they're like, what's going on, man? What is that touching me? Yeah. Oh, that goonch has really changed my mind, mate.
No, he's awesome.
He is, he's stunning, look at him.
He'd probably do better, well, just make sure he got high oxygen really, but he'd probably do better in a faster flowing tank, but he's doing good in here, to be fair, so.
Yeah.
As long as there's lots of oxygen, because they prefer cooler water, but.
Right. Have you ever thought about adding air stone to the back of the tank or anything like that?
I did, but because I've got so many filters, I just don't really need to.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But the aeration does help a lot. Yeah.
It would be good for him.
And it does help break down the food and stuff with them as well.
But for me, instead of getting nest on it, I'd rather just add another filter.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
That's what I'm like. I've got another cupboard, so I'll just chuck another 1902 in there.
Yeah. Ah, Lewis, it's a lovely tank, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Wow, check him out.
He's a cool fish.
And this is a rocket guard at the top, is it?
Yeah. He's too big for the tank, but he's blind and can't control his swim bladder properly. Because he was in the big tank, my 240 before. Right. And the Oscar had a go at him, I think.
Oh, right.
And he was probably meant to die, but somehow he survived, so he's just in here living out his life now.
Ah, fair play, man. He got some wood with Anubias and bits growing.
Yeah.
That's better, mate. Wicked. That's a cool tank. The snakehead's just buggered off around the back there, isn't he?
That's what he does. You don't realise he's in there until...
Yeah. I bet you, when your mates come over, they're like, what the hell, you got a tank in your bedroom? Yeah.
And there is the Barsha, he'll be under that fake log at the back.
Will he? What, this one here?
Yeah, that's the only reason that's in there, because the Barsha's
might be able to, yeah, I can just about see his head underneath the log. That's a cool tank. So what is it, a Jewel? Is it,
it's a Jewel 125. Second tank I ever got, and it's just stayed in my room ever since, really.
Yeah, it's always good to have a tank like this for your grow-outs and stuff, mate.
I used to think this was big though back in the day. And then obviously it's not, but...
First tank I started with was 120 litre.
Yeah.
And then
I got a size tank, to be fair.
Yeah. And then I got a dual 240, and I thought it was the biggest thing in the world.
That was like me, to be fair.
Yeah.
I went to the Eheim 240.
He's cool. I do love a snakehead.
Yeah. He's awesome.
I got the golden cobras at home, didn't I? I really see him.
Obviously, they're subtropical. So.
Yeah. That's the only thing with them. You know, in the winter I turned them down to about 18. I actually turned their heaters off. You know, but then if you're keeping them with other fish, you have to take the other fish out.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh man, then I've got to move them somewhere. They are ag, but they're cool to keep.
Yeah. Well, no, he's a tropical one, so he can be kept with anything really.
Yeah. He's
been in with Tetra as well before, and obviously normally they'll probably go for him, but he's good as gold. So.
Yeah, he's lovely, isn't he?
Yeah.
And what type is it?
China Gatra.
Right. And how big will this grow?
That's fully grown. Well, that's a bit over the fully grown mark, I think. I think they're meant to get 20 centimetres, and he's about 22.
Right, it's perfect size, really, isn't it? It's a good tank for him, really, as well, isn't it?
Once the Abayashi's gone, it's just going to be his tank pretty much, and obviously the gar in there. There's a couple of little catfish hiding around somewhere, but.
I see you've got a bit of Valis growing at the back here as well.
I've literally just put that in and just seen how it does. I want it to take over, but obviously.
Well,
it might not.
It will. What it end up doing is start sending its runners out.
Yeah.
You'll find them again at the back.
It's starting to do it, but
yeah, it'll take a while, but it will do it. Next 6 months or so, you'll probably best thing to do is take a photo of it now, then take a photo in 6 months. You go, wow, it has grown. Yeah, he is awesome, man. Check him out.
He's a beautiful fish.
Going up for his hair.
He loves his mealworms.
Does he?
Yeah. He eats pellets as well, so he's an easy fish to have.
Yeah. Wow, I love it, man. Proper character, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a bulldog.
Yeah, pretty much. No, he's probably my parents' favourite fish because he looks so grumpy all the time.
Yeah, he's not an old man.
Yeah.
So I just come out of Lewis's house, filming his tank. Absolutely awesome tank. I absolutely love the little goonch in there. We're actually going to a fish shop, which is just over the road now. Literally a 3-minute walk from him, which is really cool. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. As always, like and subscribe my channel. Ding notification bell and keep it real, everyone.